We'll play like 2 or 3 games of this, and then the moment that, you know, people are here, we switch. This is our pre-game game, if you feel me. How's everyone's day going? I have not done a lot since the last stream, even though the last stream was like, what, like 3 days ago? I just went to work, and then... Oh, no audio? We love that. The blitzcrank that makes you audioless? He was truly controlling the machine the whole time. I think I'm... Is it crashed? Well, it's that now. There we go. I'm guessing maybe the blitzcrank either rage quit or Riot Games hates me personally. Riot's finger just right inside of the cable, inside of the Ethernet. I understand that, like, this isn't like a new phenomenon, but I do feel as though after starting my new job, I'm wondering, like, if there's, like, a direct inverse on how useful your job is to society versus how much you get paid. I'm getting at, like, my new 9 to 5 that is actually a 9 to 9, and so you're not allowed to judge me or say that I don't have a real job. At my new 9 to 5, I'm getting paid more than I've, like, ever been paid in my life from a job. And also, I actively detract from society. And I was thinking the other day, it was like, well, what job could I do that, could, like... Oh, Jesus. Like, you know, be more useful to society. Because my biggest problem with the job isn't even the hours. It's, like, the fact that I get home and I'm like, I've ruined the life of someone that I don't know by engaging in this job. And I was thinking, like, oh, well, like, you know, I'd fuck around and be a plumber. I think I've said this on stream before, but, you know, like, in my head, plumber is an extremely important job. Everyone needs water, and everyone needs waste, like, removed from their toilets. And so to be a plumber, it's like, you're basically the doctor of buildings. You are incredibly important, and people only ever call on you when they need you. But then I was thinking, like, they probably... Like, I was running numbers even. Plumbers get, like, paid about the same as me right now, and my job's, like, way fucking easier. And then I was like, okay, well, like, what about, like, doctors? It's like, yeah, they get paid a lot. But if you really want to get paid, like, the big bucks, you'd need to continue to go down the rabbit hole of doing a job that, like, does less for society. It's like, you need to become, like, a financial banker. Or, like, manage an investment fund. And what the fuck is an investment fund? It's like, you go, people need houses, I'm gonna buy up a lot of houses so that they can't buy them. And then the value of my houses go up. That's like, you actively detract from society on, like, 7 levels. And you get paid more because of it. Finance people are just unreal. Get unreal amounts for just being assholes. Exactly. And that's not to say that if you're a finance guy, that you're a dickhead. You know, I'm working in a gambling company. I wouldn't be a fucking I'm not a gambling guy. Despite what it might imply. But your job ultimately is to be, like, a dickhead to society. This is your sign to become evil. I've already become evil. Truly, the biggest sign of being evil is not recognizing... Or recognizing that once you're evil, you don't suddenly grow like devil horns. It's like, you've just done poor acts to your fellow man. You don't suddenly have like your name above your head doesn't change from like white or like light blue to red. It's the actions that you impose on other people, not necessarily the role that you play in the world. No, it does. It does. It definitely does. Your name will change. Don't worry, you can keep doing awful things, so long as the name doesn't go red, you're actually a good person. Your karmic justice is still in the clear. Check this out. We love crouching light into grab. Guy who's like, what's the discourse on tick throws? Guy who recognizes that discourse can be made about anything. It's all about the way that we talk about menial bullshit. You can pay to keep the blue name, I think. I don't think that's how that works. In this hypothetical scenario in which, like, we live in a video game world, also known as some people's dreams, even though the people who have that dream are, like, people that never leave their bedroom in like, anyway. so they don't realize that the world is already like a video game if they just, like, choose to live their life like that. In this, like, hypothetical, I have bad news for you. The more money that you make, chances are the more red your name is. With the right tone, you can discuss anything. Tell that to the people who are saying you can't make jokes anymore and just so happen to be my driving instructor. I don't fully understand, like, I'm not saying that my driving instructor is, like, an inherently bad guy, but he has seemed to, in the last, like, 2 lessons, right as we're coming to the end of my need for a driving instructor, has gone, like, full, like, I love Nigel Farage. I think he's so based. He's going to save the country. And I'm like, why now? I had so much respect for you. Why did you, like, fuck it up right at the end? I've signed up to my locals for 2x KO. Now, that's the real discourse. The real discourse is, where is my local? You used to be red named. You can always return to playing Street Fighter 6. Now that Street Fighter 6 is a couple years old, I think, like, I could now go back to it and probably, like, enjoy it because, oh, Jesus. Instead of, like, viewing it as a video game that might, like, morph and change at, like, if I complain hard enough about it, I can just, like, accept it as, like, the sport that it is. Kind of viewing it like the NFL, go Seahawks, am I right? Like, you could be like, American football is a poorly designed game, but also American football is so old at this point that it's like, okay, what are you having this discourse for? Who is this aimed at? Is it aimed at the refs? Because they don't get to make the rules, they just enforce the rules. New game is bad, but Street Fighter 6 is chopped unk slop by now. The world of Gen Z moves too fast. And what's fucked up is chopped unk slop is like, that's like not even like a new sentence. This is quite old vernacular in the Gen Z world, and yet even I'm struggling to pass that sentence. What the hell? We've got people here now. Let's get on to the main show. Alright, cool. We did it. We've made slop, everybody. I'm going to be a millionaire. We'll figure out what we're doing with that being a public template some other time. For now, let's play like one game of 2x KO and then like bounce, because like, I can feel my vocal cords frying. I don't know what it is. I can only stream for like 2 hours max. And then like, my whole like vocal pussy is filled. Don't say that. What the fuck? Why did he say that? Someone cut this guy's feed, like, immediately. Huh? What? Yeah, I'm glad that you're having that result, because, I don't know. Someone get this guy off the airways? Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I haven't seen, is there, like, gameplay of Akali and, what's her name? Senna? Because I'm on level with you. I think that, like, out of the 2 most boring motherfuckers that they could have picked, they're 2 really interesting, boring motherfuckers. It's fun to have, like, a nice, small, fast character that's, like, very melee focused. That's pretty cool. I don't have a clue what Senna's gonna play like. I'm kind of worried about the amount of, like, potential projectile characters that there are gonna be. But other than that, I'm like, this is sick. I thought that the 2 seconds of Senna was sick as fuck. I mean, she could be cool. I'll probably, like, out of the characters, I'm probably gonna be more interested to see what they do with Senna. But also, like, at the same time, it's like, I feel like I could say that about any of the characters where I'm like, how could they possibly translate this? There are a lot of ADCs in the game. It just makes sense, right? Like, I'm still shocked that Lee Sin isn't in the game. Yo, shout out to the fellow Brawn player. We love that. Because, like, in my head, like, I've forgotten what I was saying. Don't worry. I don't know how. Truly, this man has dementia, and he's currently streaming. What an incredible novelty. Old man fries his brain after 2 hours of tier listing, or did he fry his brain in the process of tier listing? Oh, you were going to talk to me about the merits of Lee Sin as a fighting game character. Yes! Because, like, they're going to add Lee Sin, and he has to have, like, a ward as one of his moves. And, like, you place down the ward, and now you get to, like, teleport to the ward. And, like, your opponent can destroy the ward. It's kind of like if they made, like, Jacko houses anything but unbearable. Or you can jump to your other character while they're on the screen. Holy genius. Genius plays. Not being able to insec into your teammate would be a sin. I don't know why I forgot that you can't, like, you can jump to your teammates. In my head, I'm just so, like, the same thing pilled. I want to do the one cool thing that I know that I was like, you're telling me there's more utility to this boot? Like, button? Button? Ability. League of Legends posting. League of Legends be like... Sorry, League of Legends posting be like, yeah, I play League of Legends, but I'm not insane like everyone else. I'm insane in my own unique way. But they say that in, like, parentheses and, like, extra quiet so the Discord kitten can't hear it. I don't know why I don't know what I'm on today, man. I'm just saying words. Leave me be. I'm not insane. I'm the Joker, baby. Yeah. The bro is staking strawmans. I do just love to make strawmen. It's fucking sick. They said, kid, you better grow up and, like, learn to make something of yourself. And I'm like, I'm gonna make something of other people. But they're not even people. They're, like, little creatures that I found from the hay. You can just make up a guy, it's free. You do get to just lie on the internet and have, like, the best time because of it. Well, I don't know if it's the best time because of it. It's kind of like doing heroin. Like, you make up a guy, it feels really good in the moment, but then you have to, like, deal with the like, consequence of your discussion for the next, like, week and a half. And if you have, like, a job, it can, like, get you fired. Not the heroin, the making up a guy and starting, like, a discussion that ultimately riles up the whole workplace. Losing my job as my guy was too made up. True, they wouldn't have a job to begin with. Me when... I don't know. I don't know. I need to stop beefing with, like, nobody. If it wasn't for a live stream, you would call that psychosis. But because I'm live streaming, I just get to say, like, yeah, I'm just, like, not very good at streaming. I was thinking the other day, like, and this isn't necessarily true right now, but for a while, the stats were like, the kids, they don't want to be like doctors anymore, they want to be like streamers. And I was thinking, like, isn't it crazy that we've, like, somehow managed to teach kids that they want to be streamers, when in reality they just want to be, like, stand-up comedians that play with toys, but they also don't want to, like, be stand-up comedians. They either want to be stand-up comedians with toys, or they want to be like Nigel Farage with toys. Okay. We need to get off of it right now. It used to be YouTubers. I mean, I guess it's probably like, you know, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a pilot, and then, like, those two are, like, maybe, like, universal truths. And then the third option that's probably also always true is, like, I want to be any variation of, like, a celebrity. There's people that want to be like, oh, they want to be like football players, but like they don't want to be football players because of love of the game. They want to be football players because like, oh, I see like the guy on the screen, and I wish I was the guy on the screen, you know? Can I go on a little rant about, just one to finish it off. Can I go on like a little rant about Perfect Days? I understand that it's Perfect Days, and it's like, you're really like beefing about a film from like fucking 2 years ago, a little bit late to the cinema party. I watched it, like, a year ago. I'm not late to the cinema party, I'm just still thinking about it, because it's like, damn, it was a good film. But the amount of people that are like, it's a film about, like, learning to, or, like, appreciating, like, the little things in life, and I'm like, did we watch the same film? In my head, Perfect Days is like a cautionary tale about the complacency of, like, being comfortable with the everyday. And while it is truly beautiful, because it's a nuanced film, it is truly beautiful, it's a case of he recognizes the beauty in the everyday, and yet, because he is too busy recognizing the beauty of the everyday, as opposed to, like, trying to, like, better his current existence, he's, like, trapped in a cycle of his own making, of his own, like, indulgence, if you will. Oh, I'm dead here. Fair enough. Because, for example, one of the only fucking lines in the film that the guy says is, today is today, tomorrow is tomorrow, or, like, next time is next time, I think. Wait, no, it's next time is next time, today is today. And, like, in my head, does that not just, like, encompass his philosophy? But by the end of the film, he's in his van going to work and he's, like, crying his eyes out because he's realizing all of the wasted time that he's spent? Am I not the one going insane for, am I going insane for having that perspective on the film? That it's more about... Oh, I went to parry that and I got nothing. We hate that. That it's more about, like, wasted time as opposed to... Oh, I can just grab that. Okay, fair enough. As opposed to, like, oh, you should, like, love every day. It's like, learn to balance loving every day against trying to better, like, the world around you. I don't know, man. He needed a grind set. I do not know this movie. You haven't watched Perfect Days? Guy who's watched, like, 2 films in the last year be like, you haven't watched, like, extremely niche Japanese cinema that's actually directed by a Dutch person? The dangers of complacency? Exactly! He sees the man who has cancer at the end of the film and goes like, well, what if that's me at the end? And, like, I don't have as much time as I think that I do, and I've spent all my time engaging in complacency rather than engaging with progressing the world around me. What's the topic of the day? You got here right as I'm ending. I'm so sorry. I gotta bounce. I will type GG's in the chat. We love that. And we disappear. We go poof. I might go back to that Perfect Days rant in the next stream because I think there's more there, but I need to, like, cook on it for a while. And I also need everyone in the chat to go and watch Perfect Days, otherwise it becomes nonsense. Go on, do another tier list. Go on. Goodbye forever, Mr. Massey. Damn. It's actually the true curse. Whenever I say, like, I'll be streaming X day, you're assigning homework. I'm assigning cinema. Not every single challenge in life is an opportunity for burden. Some challenges in life are, like, the opportunity to better yourself and the people around you. This is one of those. Movies is homework. Okay, guy that's gonna spend fucking 10 hours in training mode learning one defensive setup, fuck off. I will stream on this day and then 3 weeks past that date, he will come back, maybe. That's a good point. Anybody else reading Discworld? Very goofy and very fun. No, right now I'm reading 1984 and Capital in the 21st Century. And I'm not going to say anything else. Goodbye.